Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam. In the previous episode, we saw how Vijita's Swapna Vrittanta had a lot of inner and deeper meaning. And Sita was happy after listening to Trijita's Swapna Vrittanta. And after that, what is happening that we are going to see. साराक्षसेन्द्रस्य वचो निशम्या तद्रावणस्य प्रेमप्रियार्ता सीता वितत्रास यथावनान्ते सिंहाभिपन्ना गजराजकन्या. She had happiness for a few minutes, or say probably for half an hour or so. We don't know the exact time, but she was happy. But then again, the worry came back. The words of Ravana came back to her, and now she started feeling sad again. And she's also sad that Sri Ramachandra is not by her side, and she suddenly became so insecure that she was feeling as if she was a small elephant which is being attacked by a lion. साराक्षसी मध्यगता च भीरुः वाग्भिर्भृशं रावणतर्जिता च कान्तारमध्ये विजने विसृष्टा बालेव कन्या विललाप सीता. So this Sita Ma, because Ravana spoke all those sorts of words, she became so unhappy, she became so afraid that, if you put a small girl in the midst of a forest where she can't even see anyone, how would she feel? How would she start crying? That's how Sita Ma was crying now. She was feeling so sad. And then she says, I am a very big papatma. All these people are trying to push me towards one decision. This is not correct. Even death is not coming to me. How tough is this human life? And then she is also saying, my heart is really strong. Otherwise, why is it not getting broken into 1,000 pieces after seeing all these things? Naivasi dosho mamanonamatra vadhyahamasya predarsanasya bhavam na chasya hamanu pradatu malam dvijo mantramivadvijaya. So she's saying, I did not do any wrong here, but then this Ravana is getting ready to kill me. The way a Dvija, a person who is not a Dvija, he means if you are not a Dvija, you are not supposed to give any mantra to anyone. Similarly, I will not give my heart to this Ravana. She feels sad, she cries even further, and then she says, Hara Mahalakshmana Sumitra Haramad Mata Sahame Jananya Esha Vipadyam Yahamalva Bhagya Mahar Nivau Nauriva Mudhavata. She's saying, O Rama, O Lakshmana, O Sumitra, O Kausalya, O my mother, I am a very big Durbhagya. I don't know what my bad luck is, but I am here. And now I am like that one ship in the middle of the sea which cannot go in any direction. Sarasvino Dharayatamrugasya Satveva Rupam Manujendraputro Manam Visasto Mokaranato Simharshaho Dvaiva Vaiduteva. I don't know what that Mruga is which came and killed. She is thinking that Sri Ramachandra and Lakshmana are dead now, because otherwise, why are they not here? So she's thinking that, it has killed both, that Mruga has killed both of them. Do you remember the Mruga? The Mruga was the deer that Sri Ramachandra went after, which Sita wanted. Nunam sakalo mrugarupadhari mamalva bhagyam luluvedadani yatraryaputram visasarja mudha ramanujam lakshmana purvajam cha. Now this is a very, very interesting sloka. Nunam sakalo mrugarupadhari. On that day, it was the Kala himself, the time itself, that came in the form of a deer, and he ensured that, I am tricked. That's why I first sent away Ramanujam Yatraryaputram Visasarja Mudha. I left the people. Whom did I leave first? Ramanujam. Why is Ramanujam used first? Because she sent out Lakshmana, right? That was the reason for her misery. And then Lakshmana Purvajam, which is Sri Ramachandra. So I lost Sri Ramachandra also. Now, why is it important for her to say it like this to us? Because the moment you get dissociated from sadhakas, from people who are after God, from satsanga, when you eliminate yourself from satsanga, you alienate yourself from God. Hence, ensure that you talk to somebody who is in the path of God regularly. Have a sangha with them, so that they talk to you about Paramatma, and you also get that satsanga. You also get motivated. You both talk about God, which is extremely important. That's the inner meaning here. Rama, always remember, Sita Ma left them in this order: Ramanujam, Lakshmana Purvajam cha. Okay, if Sita Ma herself is saying this, then imagine our conditions. We should always try to be in the company of bhaktas. Ha Rama Satyavrata Dirghabaho, Ha Purna Chandra Pratimana Vaktra, Ha Jiva Lokasya Hita Priyascha, Vadhyam Namam Vetsihi Rakshasanam. O Sri Ramachandra, O person with great bahus, great shoulders, please come. You don't even know that I am, trapped in the middle of all these people. Then she is thinking, I did not think of anybody other than my husband. Is all this effort of mine going to go waste? That part is now taking her off. And then she is saying, Oh Rama, I am such unlucky person. I am leaving. I just hope that you finish your 14 years, then go back, then live happily in Ayodhya, marry someone else and live happily. I might end up dying here. Like this, she now started thinking that she should now die. And then she's saying, साजीवितं क्षिप्रमहं त्यजेयं विषेण शस्त्रेण सितेन वापि विषस्य दाता नहि मेऽस्ति कश्चित् शस्त्रस्य वा वेस्मनि राक्षसस्य. Here I want to die, but there is no one who will give me even poison. There is no one who will give me a weapon so that I can kill myself. Thinking like this, इतीव देवी बहुधा विलप्य सर्वात्मना राममनुस्मरन्ती प्रवेपमाना परिशुष्कवक्त्रा नगोत्तमं पुष्पितमासादा. Like this, saying like this, she went to a tree which has got nice flowers on it. सा शोकतप्ता बहुधा विचिन्त्य सीतादवेण्युद्घ्रदनं गृहीत्वा उद्भुत्य वेणुद्घ्रदनेन शीघ्र अहं गमिष्यामि यमस्य मूलम्. So now she took away her own hair, her plate, the plaited hair that she had, and then I will use this to hang myself. I'll use my own hair to hang myself. Upasthita sa mrudu sarvagatri shakham gृहीत्वा नगस्य तस्या तस्यास्तु रामं प्रतिचिन्तयत्वा रामानुजं स्वं चकुलं शुभाङ्ग्याः शोकानिमित्तानि तथा बहूनि धैर्यार्जितानि प्रवराणि लोके प्रादुर्निमित्तानि तथा बहुः पुरापि सिद्धान् निपलक्षितानि. So Sita Ma went there and she is now thinking about Sri Ramachandra and Lakshmana before she is dying, and all of a sudden a lot of good omens were coming towards her. Now what are those good omens? Tasya subham vamamarala pakshma rajivritam krishna vishala suklam praspandataikam nayanam sukesya meenahatam padmamiva hitambram. This is a wonderful sloka. So now her left eye, all of a sudden it had a small shiver. How did it happen? Imagine you have a beautiful lotus along with its leaves in a pond. There is one small fish that went beneath that lotus leaf and it touched that lotus leaf. Now the leaf actually is shivering on the surface, but you are not seeing the reason why it shivered. Are you getting it? Similarly, her eye shivered, but the reason why her eye shivered is not known. Now, what is the reason behind the shivering of her eye? That's the Bhagavad Shakti. That's Sri Ramachandra. Point that Sri Ramachandra is soon going to come and meet her. That came to her as an omen. For a woman, when the left eye, right, it shivers slightly, we call it Adaruta in Telugu. So when that happens, right, small shiver comes, it stays for a few seconds. When that happens on your eye or your eyelid, that essentially means that for a woman, if it is on the left eye, essentially means that good things are coming towards her. For a man, it should be on the right eye as a good omen. And when you change the eyes for a man for the left eye, it's a bad omen. For a woman on the right eye, it's a bad omen. But for Sita Ma, it's on the left eye, so that's a good omen. Look at the beauty of Valmiki Maharshi's sloka here. Why should he use a lotus and a meena in the sense a fish here? That's because fish is another avatara of Paramatma. Sri Ramachandra is also the avatar of the same Paramatma. So indirectly he is telling that that person who has taken the avatar of the fish is also now going to come and help Sita Ma. Beautiful things here. Her left shoulder also had that shiver, and then her thigh also had that shiver. The sari that she was wearing, or we can say the pallu, that also slipped slightly. Whenever for a married woman a sari slips automatically, that means that her husband is going to come and meet her very soon. एतैर् निमित्तैरपरैश्च सुब्रूः सम्बोधिता प्रागपि साधु सिद्धैः वातातपक्लान्तमिव प्रणष्टं वर्षेण बीजं प्रति संजय harsha. So now Sita Ma is extremely happy, because for a lot of time she was unhappy. She was not getting any sign that no good things are going to come to her. Now she is getting the signs. That is making her very happy. And the way Maharshi is comparing it, look at it. Maharshi is saying, imagine there is a land which is very, very dry and someone threw a seed there. After a lot of time, while the seed was still there, a huge rain came, and suddenly the seeds started giving out a sprout. That way, Sitama's heart also started giving rise to hope. And then all of a sudden, she started shining the way Chandrama shines after the Grahana is over. Savita Soka, Vyapanita Tandri, Shantajvara, Harsha Vibuddha Sattvaha, Ashobhatarya Vadanena Sukle, Sitam Suna, Ratri Riboditena. So Sitama's sadness went away. The struggle that was happening inside her, that reduced. Shanti came into her heart as well, and then her happiness also came on, and her mind finally started feeling some sort of happiness, and then she was shining the way Chandrama shines during Sukla Paksha. Means in Sukla Paksha, Chandrama keeps increasing. So this happiness of hers is now going to increase in the days to come, is what Maharshi is saying, and he stops this wonderful sarga, the 29th sarga over here. Now all this is being seen by one man who is in the branches of the tree. And who is that man? That's Hanuman. Now he is thinking that he should start talking to her quickly. Now what does he think? How would he start the conversation? That's for us to see in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pasyantu ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, sarvam suri sahasrahaswam sharanarvindarpanamastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.